Hello and welcome to Rickster's Realm. I'm Ricky, and today's video is going to be all about what are people realizing about you. I will have the timing figured out in the description box. Choose whichever group you are most drawn to. I'm going to get started with group number 1. If you chose the first part, welcome to the reading. Let's get into this. Group number 1, what are people realizing about you? Let's see what we get. Group number 1, what are people realizing about you? Okay, I'm going to pull a card from here as well, and then I'll get rambling on about the messages. Let's see here, group number 1, what are people realizing about you? Okay. People are realizing that you are not one to mess with. People are realizing that they underestimated you. People are realizing that, and I do feel that there is truth to what I'm going to say next. I feel that you've been linked and connected to people that have been taking advantage of you, or very much kind of pushing you to your breaking point. It's like, how much can this person handle? It's like, how poorly can I treat them before they snap back? There's something coming through here, not to where I feel that the people doing this would have ever stopped even for a second to look at it from that angle, but just that this is what they were doing. Like, I feel you've been linked and connected to people that have not been treating you fairly at all. And I feel like you're fed up. And I feel like people realize now that the ways in which that they were treating you, the stunts that they were pulling, it isn't going to work anymore. This is coming through in a pretty clear, strong way that people are realizing that you realize your worth now. And yeah, you're not going to tolerate the treatment that you have been in the past. And you shouldn't. This is coming through in a way to where I feel like people have definitely crossed lines with you. And that there definitely needs to be more balance here, because I feel that you're a very kind, loving person. You're very patient, you're forgiving, you have a ton of compassion about you. You treat people the way you'd like to be treated, but that you are not met with the same type of energy. And people realize that, yeah, you're not going to tolerate it anymore. Let's see what else we get. Oh my gosh, that's another message coming through. People realize that you are not going to remain silent on poor treatment. I think for a long time, probably way too much time, for some of you, you've been tolerating horrible treatment. Like, to where you bend over backwards for people. You do everything you can to make sure everything's wonderful for everyone else while you're being treated horrible within that process. But again, I feel like you're not just going to remain silent on this. Like, people are realizing that you're standing up for yourself now, something like that. Let's see what else comes through. What are people realizing about you? Group number 1. What are people realizing about you? People are realizing that they should have never taken you for granted, that they should have appreciated you when they had you, especially to where I feel you were showing up with this more loving energy. And don't get me wrong, that's still present. It is coming through in a way to where you're naturally wired that way. You don't have to try to be a kind, loving person. That's just your natural, authentic way of being. But it becomes a huge problem when people view it as a weakness or try to use it to their advantage. And again, I feel like you've put a stop to this. People realize it. And I feel that you are linked and connected to people that I think never thought you would actually speak up for yourself. And now they're feeling, for some of you, I don't know exactly what's going on here, but I feel you're linked and connected to people that are feeling quite embarrassed for the way in which they've treated you. There's something else. What am I getting here? What are people realizing about you? Group number 1. Yes, okay. People are realizing, that's just it. I think some people are feeling embarrassed or humiliated because, okay, I don't know if they're just coming to this realization, like just based on other energies of what I've been speaking of, or if you've actually said something to someone to where this would be coming through in the reading. But what I'm getting, it's a feeling. So again, let me backpedal to where I said, like, you're a very kind, loving person, like you treat people really well, but not met with the same energy. This is coming through in a way now to where people realize that, how can I explain this? Okay, it's coming through in a way that I think there are people that you've crossed paths with within your life that you're not a big fan of. But they didn't know that in the past. I think they realize it now. That's how this is coming through. There's a message here, someone, at some points in time, I feel like you were linked and connected to people that maybe thought they were better than you, or feeling that you really were on their side. And I think taking it in a personal way as something positive, linked and connected back to them. But they realize now, okay, this is coming through in a way to where the message coming through, like if someone else wanted to be like, oh, you know, so-and-so, they're all about me, look how well they treat me. The message I'm getting, well, no, that person's nice to everybody. So something like that is what I'm getting. I feel like people are realizing that, yeah, you're a very kind, loving person, and that you will still show up within that energy, match people that approach you with that type of energy. But anybody that wants to be harsh and rude towards you, you're not being kind anymore about it. Like, you'll stand up for yourself. You'll put those people in their place. Something like that is what I'm getting. And I feel too like that people are realizing that you still can show up in a positive, like happy, loving energy, even still linked and connected to people and situations that maybe you're not a big fan of, but that you don't have to be harsh towards people or try to use people to your advantage. Yeah, there's something coming through here where I feel like people just realize that they can't get away with treating you the way that they were in the past. Yeah, there's some other message. What is it? What are people realizing about you? It's coming through in a way to where I feel like people are realizing that something that you ended up doing was something that you wanted to do for a really long time. But I feel like that may be linked and connected to everything I've just been rambling on about, right? To where no matter what, like at any point in time to where someone's being treated poorly, like, you know, you're not being treated well and it's not a good situation. But I feel that people are realizing that now. Like, it's a feeling like anything positive that's happened for other people, they just got lucky. It's just because you hadn't got into that energy yet of putting someone in their place or like standing up for yourself. Yeah, I don't know. Let's see what else we get here. What are people realizing about you? Group number 1. What are people realizing about you? Group number 1. What are people realizing about you? Yeah, people are realizing that they definitely underestimated you. People are realizing, yeah, whatever's happened here, right? So like to your connections with other people, to where they're coming to this realization. You may have some people feeling a little bit intimidated. there's an energy coming through here of people. The energy feels very unsettled. Like I feel like someone's emotionally upset, or that the energies, how can I explain this? Yeah, I don't know, like people are realizing that it's not a wise decision to mess with you. Yeah, it's weird. I feel that all of this harsh energy that's been shifted onto you, I feel like you've been carrying this very heavy burden, like for some of you for a really long time, but I feel like that's been released now, and it's a feeling like any difficult energies that have been shifted onto you, return to sender, right? All the energies going back to whoever's been shifted it onto you, or shifted that energy onto you. And so I feel like they have to carry the weight of it now. But for some of you, there's something, and I'm not sure, maybe this is only like to one person that you're linked and connected to, but I feel you have someone around you almost feels sick, either over how they have treated you, but for some of you, I hate to break it to you, it comes more so in the way of them feeling sick, of coming to the realization of how much they underestimated you. But again, then it comes through more so as a certain level of intimidation. Because taking it back to these other energies, right? Where I feel like you're such a kind, loving person, but like people take advantage of you. They view it as a weakness, that sort of thing. That's just it. There was something about your energy, how you were showing up within connections. People thought, oh, it's easy to take advantage of this person. They're not going to stand up for themselves. They're not going to do anything. But then you did do that, and now people are a little bit panicked, which they very well should be. That can be a lesson to them. Don't treat people like that. And again, it's why this bothers me so much is because it comes through in a way. I can't stand people who try to take advantage of people, especially when it's like, oh, this person's weaker. Like they're not going to be able to fight back. So this is going to be easy. I'll be able to just get my way and it's going to be easy because they're not going to be able to fight back. You have someone around you clearly underestimated you. It's coming through in a way. People are realizing that, yeah, just because you're a kind, loving person doesn't mean you're a weak person. People are realizing you have a ton more inner strength than what they do. And again, now they're scared because they didn't read you right. And now they don't know what you're capable of. And again, let that be a lesson to them. People that want to pull those stunts, they should be scared. Because people that show up with good intentions and treat people in kind, loving ways don't have to be worried about that type of energy because they know they're not going about things in a sketchy, manipulative way. And people are realizing that you're in this energy of very much trusting yourself above and beyond anyone else, that you let your intuition guide you. For some of you, you may go about things in a way that doesn't really even make sense to other people. They see how it works for you, but that they may live their life in a completely different way. And so now I feel like there's a certain energy coming through, again, linked and connected to you, that comes across in an unpredictable way. Yeah, people don't know what you're going to say or do next. What are people realizing about you? Anybody that burned a bridge to you is in severe regret over that. Yeah, people are realizing that there's something really amazing about you and what you bring to the table, like what you would bring to a connection or any type of situation or interaction. And it's a feeling like anybody that does you wrong, anybody that doesn't really want to take the time to get to know you, they live to regret it. Like there's something, Because there's something about your energy, this loving, compassionate type of energy that's coming through in the reading, that's real and it's consistent, linked and connected to you. You're not putting on a show. You don't wake up and think, okay, I got to try to be loving today. It's just how you're wired. But I feel, again, for the majority of you've hit a breaking point, which is 100% justified based on how you've been treated. Again, the majority of people that are pulling these stunts with you, again, they've been getting lucky that they got away with this treatment for as long as they have. And again, I hope that some of them do realize how lucky they are, not just based on how long they've gotten away with it for, but to how kind and loving you are. Because it's still a feeling that, yes, you realize you need to put your foot down, you have to stand up for yourself. But I don't feel that you would ever go about things in such a harsh way, like how I think other people would, right? That you're linked and connected to. You still aren't going to sink to such a low, horrible level. But it is definitely this feeling of you sticking up for yourself. I'm going to pull one more card for this section. Let's see what else we get. What are people realizing about you? Group number 1. People are realizing that they should have taken you a lot more seriously. And that you're right. Like, there's something about your energy. There's something very consistent about you. Like, there's a feeling that just who you are, your energy, how you've lived your life, and the consistency linked and connected back to you and to how you operate, that's your evidence. Like, it's just how you show up in general. That, I'm not trying to sound harsh or mean here, but it's a feeling like anybody who's treated you poorly in your life is a complete idiot. Because again, let's look at it for what it is. So whether it's you, someone else, it doesn't matter who it is. Anybody showing up in a consistent way of being kind, loving, understanding, patient, and compassionate, why are we burning bridges to those people? Why are we giving those people a hard time? Why are we taking them for granted? Anybody doing that, you need to give your head a shake because it doesn't make any sense. And again, people are realizing that you've come to this realization. You deserve way better than how you've been treated and that you don't have to tolerate this crap. And really, looking at it for what it is, you've either come to the realization that there are people, right, that aren't going to be pulling these stunts and treating you this way, or you're better off alone. Like, there's something about this that this is not okay under any circumstance, is what I'm getting. And again, for some of you, this had been going on for a really long time. And yeah, there's just a complete shift within the energy. And yeah, there's a lot of people feeling really embarrassed for how they were treating you. But I don't know. I just feel that, you need to stay within this energy of sticking up for yourself. Because, you don't have to bend over backwards to try to make other people happy, to please other people. You're wonderful just the way you are. You don't have to prove anything to anybody. You don't have to do anything extra, to be accepted or included. You've done more than enough, is how this is coming through. And again, like, people are realizing this. People are noticing, like, your value, your worth, like what it is that you can bring to the table. Again, the frustrating thing is that energy's always been there. I can see it clear as day with these cards. This isn't where, okay, things are kind of horrible. Yesterday, you became an amazing person and now here's the reading. No, this is coming through in a way to where, again, I feel you're just naturally wired. You're just a really kind, loving person. And it's about time that you're treated with the same type of energy. So don't tolerate anything less than that. Those are the messages coming through for group number 1. I hope you enjoyed that section of the reading. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. And I'm going to go on to group number 2. Okay, group number 2, welcome to the reading. Let's get into this. What are people realizing about you? Group number 2. Let's see what we get. What are people realizing about you? So we've got that, we've got that. Let's see what else we get here. Group number 2. What are people realizing about you? Okay, let's see here. Group number 2, what are people realizing about you? Okay, whatever people are realizing about you, group number 2, it's surprising people. Something seems quite rare here is what I'm getting. Or that whatever people are realizing about you, it's a feeling that they would say it's the exception to the rule. What else am I getting here? Okay. Okay, what am I trying to say here? Okay, there's kind of a specific message coming through here. For some of you, I feel that people are realizing how kind and friendly you are. But I'm not sure. It's weird. Like, no matter what, there's a kind, loving, like, compassionate type of energy that's coming through here. But it's a feeling that someone that's wired that way actually hasn't been treated fairly within that energy. Like, that they're actually met with a more harsh, abrasive energy. But that the loving energy is still then present, like, for you, right? Like, being within that energy. So I'm not sure if people have noticed a different side to you. Okay, how to explain this? This is confusing. Okay, so for some of you, I feel that people are realizing this other side to you, but I feel that it's coming through in a way of someone, this may be more so like new people, because again, I feel like there's this loving energy linked and connected to you, but it's a feeling of someone being fed up with being treated poorly, so they snap back. So for some of you, if you've been wrapped up within any connections to where people are only seeing this new side to you, I feel that whatever's happened, right, within that initial time frame of that person getting to know you, seeing this side of you that has a bit of an edge, right, to where like you're not tolerating poor treatment anymore, people may have been under the impression that there was actually something a bit cutting about your energy. But I feel though like that's what people are realizing. That it's like, no, this is a really kind, loving person, but they've been pushed to their breaking point. So it's a feeling like, well, no, you're just seeing this other side to them because of how poorly they have been treated. Like, I feel like people are realizing that you're a very kind, loving person who's been wounded. So now maybe the way in which you show up, how you interact with other people, your reactions to things may not have the same level of emotion linked and connected to it. But again, it's because you've hit your breaking point. What else am I getting here? What are people realizing about you? Group number 2. Another message I'm getting, for some of you, there may be something about what you look like that's quite intimidating or tells a different story. So for some of you, you may suffer from RBF. And so again, that may be telling people a completely different story than to how you're actually wired. But then it's a feeling like, no, once they get to know you a little bit more, they think that you were just such a wonderful, like, kind, friendly, loving person. I'm going to pull some more cards. Let's see what else we get. What are people realizing about you? Yeah, I don't know. It's good the way it's coming through. Like, I feel like people, they're really surprised. Because even just to take it back to these 2 cards here, that's what I'm getting. This is a feeling that if we were only to judge a person or a situation based off of this energy, again, it's the exception to the rule. Like, it's a feeling like whatever someone is aware of, linked and connected to this, they could live a million lifetimes and never experience this energy again. So it's where you can't base everything off of this energy because it's just the exception. But I don't know, there may have been something that happened, or people were viewing you from a different angle. Not to where it's anything like horrible, but just to where they weren't seeing this other side to you. I feel like people are pleasantly surprised about something that has to do with you. Again, it's coming through in a way to where some people may feel that, again, there may be something a bit more harsh and cutting about your energy, or you may look really intimidating, where, yeah, there may be something harsh. Like, how do I explain it? And I'm not saying this in a way to where it's not my own reality, okay? I suffer from RBF as well, so I completely understand what someone's reality is like, suffering from that. But I wonder if something like that is your reality as well, right? If people don't know you and they just kind of glance at you, I just know for myself, there's times where I don't look very friendly or approachable. But once you get to know me, you'll find out I am the most friendly and approachable person. But that sometimes, I don't know what it is about my face, but my face just tells a different story. So for some of you, I feel like people are realizing that they had you all wrong, that they weren't reading you right. Let's see what else we get. What are people realizing? Yeah, people are realizing, that they didn't read you right. Yeah, people are realizing that you have all these different sides to you. And people are realizing how wise and mature you are. There's something, what else am I getting here? What are people realizing about you? For some of you, you might be quite independent. Yeah, this is weird. There's an energy coming through here. Someone that's very independent. They may be quite isolated a lot of the time. Like, they just kind of do their own thing. They get lost in their own world. They listen to themselves. They trust themselves for answers and guidance within anything. And again, they may have this energy that's very withdrawn. And again, maybe almost have this energy about them to where it's like, hey, I'm going to need you to stand over there. Don't approach me. But that's just the outside appearance. Because when I take it back to these cards here, it's a feeling that you're one of the most kind, friendly people that's ever been created. But again, there may be something about your energy that people they read you wrong. Let's see what else we get. Yeah, I wonder if you're wired in a similar way to what I am. I'm a kind, friendly, helpful person, but I don't like to be surrounded by people 24/7. It's more the opposite. People are like, oh my God, is she still alive? Because I don't go out and do anything, or interact with too many people. So let's see what else we get here. Group number 2. What are people realizing about you? Yes, here we go. Group number 2. Yeah, people are realizing that you're done. You're done bending over backwards for other people. Like, people are realizing, there's some type of misunderstanding here. People didn't have the right idea of you. Again, this is coming through in a good way to where, like, anything negative or just not completely accurate or something like that linked and connected to you, I feel like there's clarity to where people are seeing you in an accurate light now. They understand why you are the way that you are, why you've went about things the way that you have. But again, I feel like there may have been some type of misunderstanding at one point in time. Again, there's something rare that happened that maybe at one point in time someone was running with that, feeling, okay, this is 100% who this person is, but that there would be no truth to that because it's just such a rare, like, random thing to have happen. Yeah, I feel like people are seeing you for who you really are. It's a feeling, yeah, that anything negative that maybe someone was thinking about you, that they see that they were wrong, right? Like that they were given wrong information, or that they base their opinion off of just some rare occurrence of something, right? That like would never happen again. Let's see what else we get. What are people realizing about you? Group number 2. Oh my God. Group number 2, what people are realizing about you is that anybody that did read you wrong and then make serious decisions linked and connected to that is in an energy of regret now. Yeah, people are seeing you in an extremely high light. Group number 2, like people are realizing, again, anything negative that was linked and connected to you was a misunderstanding, and that like people are realizing we get something really good with you. There's a long-term energy linked and connected to you, and I feel that, I don't know what's going on here, but I feel like a lot of people want you. A lot of people are interested in you, but this feels very long-term. I feel like this isn't coming through in a way to where it's like, oh, someone's interested in you and they want to date you. No, someone wants to marry you. Like, there's a significant, like, forever type of energy coming through here. But again, there's a drastic shift within the energy, though, to where people did not read you right. Yeah, people realize that they can have something really meaningful with you, that there's depth to you. We get something of substance linked and connected back to you and your energy. For some of you, there may have been a certain ending or like major transformation that's come about into your world that people are aware of. Or a drastic shift within your belief system, or how they were thinking, feeling, and believing something linked and connected back to your energy. But again, this is so significant to how this is coming through in the reading. What are people realizing about you, group number 2? And there's something coming through here where it's like people realize that you've been taken advantage of. People realize that you've not been treated fairly, and that you have reached your breaking point, and that you're kind of snapping back now, or you're like standing up for yourself. Something like that is what I'm getting. Let me see what else comes through here. Group number 2, what are people realizing about you? Yeah, people are realizing that, yeah, you're not going to tolerate the same energy and treatment that you have been. There's a feeling here of you being a bit more sassy about things, and this energy is coming through in a way of you being quite defiant. So yeah, I don't know what's going on here or what energy it is that you've been showing up in, but it's catching people off guard. What are people realizing when it comes to you? There's some type of fear coming through here in the reading. I'm not sure exactly what that's linked and connected to. I feel for the majority of you that this is fear coming through of the other people coming to these realizations about you because they were so wrong, that they may be feeling intimidated now. Yeah, especially if you really are standing up for yourself. Yeah, that people don't know what to expect from you. Let's see what else we get here. What are people realizing about you? Group number 2. People realize that you're taking your power and control back. And that, again, it's something coming through here to where I feel, how do I word this? Yeah, people are realizing, how do I explain this? It's a feeling like everyone's in the same boat. Like people are realizing, it's weird and kind of complicated for me to explain, because I feel that you are a very kind, loving person, and that's still your energy, even though I feel like you've hit your breaking point, you're fed up with being treated poorly, and that you're standing up for yourself. It's not to where I feel that you're sinking so low to these other levels of behavior. Like it's not a feeling to where you're necessarily going to match someone else's negative energy to be like, hey, how do you like it? It's not like that. It's more so to where I feel for the majority of you, it could be coming through more so in a way that you won't even engage in this anymore. Like someone wants to approach you with a sketchy or selfish type of energy. For some of you, I don't know if you just walk away now, or if you're just like, yeah, I'm not interested. Like, don't waste my time. Like but it's not to where I don't feel like you're not going out of your way to get revenge on anybody. Like it's just that you just don't even want to deal with this energy. Yeah, it's like you don't want to give your energy to these type of like connections or situations. People are realizing that at one point in time, you may have felt torn in 2 different directions, or felt that maybe someone had power and control over you, but that you're taking control back. You're deciding what happens. You're deciding the direction in which things go. I think you have some people feeling nervous because I think there's people around you that thought they can treat you however they want to treat you, and that you're never going to go anywhere, that you're never going to stand up for yourself, you're never going to do anything about it, so that they're never really going to have to correct their behavior because there isn't going to be any consequences for it. Some people have been learning that the hard way, but that's not your problem. Let's see what else we get here. Group number 2. I'm going to pull one more card for this section. Let's see what we get. What are people realizing about you? Yeah, for some of you, I feel that there are people that did make serious decisions linked and connected to you, really off of what seems to be not accurate information, or again, off of information that is so rare. Like it comes through in a way that whatever was presented, it's not a wise decision to make serious decisions linked and connected to it, because it's not a consistent energy. Like it's a feeling for someone to make a decision based off of that. What happens if you're never within that energy again? Like if the circumstances don't involve that energy ever again, which there's a possibility of that, because again, there's something extremely rare here to where I feel like, again, someone was making decisions or coming to certain conclusions that, again, like it can't be accurate because there's just no consistency linked and connected to it. It's just some random like fluke thing that happened. I'm going to do one more card for this section. Let's see what we get here. Group number 2. What are people realizing about you? What the hell? This is insane. Group number 2. What are people realizing about you? I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of nosy. Like I want to know specifically what this is, because this is insane. What people are realizing about you is shocking. Like whatever realizations people have come to about you, it's a feeling like whatever they were thinking, feeling, and believing about you at one point in time, a drastic shift and change within that energy. I'm going to pull one more card. I still feel like there's a little bit more information. Yeah, people did not have you right at all. And again, I feel like this is coming through in a way to where like people are realizing something really amazing about you. But this goes to an extreme though. This isn't where, yeah, this person's kind of okay and now they're slightly better. No, this is coming through like in a life-changing way is how that message is coming through. Let's see what else we get here. What are people realizing about you? Some people are realizing that they really screwed up with you. They messed up their chances with you. Some people are realizing that they said and did things within a connection with you that they can't backpedal from. People are realizing that, where are we here? Yeah, you're putting a stop to whatever was going on. Whoever you've been linked and connected to, group number 2, to where you being a very kind, loving person, anyone you've been connected to where they were viewing that as a weakness, trying to use it to their advantage, giving you a hard time, not treating you fairly, something like that. It's like people realize you put a stop to it. You're not going to tolerate it anymore. You should have never had to tolerate it even in the beginning stages. But that something's just gotten out of hand. And people are realizing that you are 100% justified in putting your foot down and putting a stop to this. There's a very clear message coming through here. You've done enough. Group number 2. Yeah, I'm going to go on a little rant here. So whoever you're linked and connected to, if anybody, I don't care who they are, if they ever approach you with an energy to where you're left feeling like, oh, you didn't try hard enough, you need to do more, if they try to guilt trip you, anything like that, tell them to get lost. Because again, very clear message here that you've done enough. Like you've done more than enough. When it comes to connections with other people, again, where I feel like you've consistently been showing up in a loving energy, have not been met with the same type of energy, but I feel it's been presented to you in a way to where you should just accept this, not make a fuss about it. And again, for the majority of you, you have been just putting up with this crappy energy for far too long. And I feel like things are balancing out in a way now. And again, just a very clear message there that, yeah, anybody that makes you feel like you need to try harder, you need to put more time and energy and effort into something, no. Not even a little bit. Very clear message. You've done more than enough. You don't need to feel bad about anything. You don't need to feel guilty about anything. If you're linked and connected to someone that's trying to give you a hard time based on their life and whatever it is that they have going on that's not to their liking, that maybe they feel that you should be making it better. Again, I'm here to tell you, you've done more than enough and you don't have to bend over backwards for people. And again, anybody sending you on a guilt trip, please see that for what it is. That says way more about the other person than it ever would about you. Yeah, continue to stand up for yourself. Group number 2. People are realizing, how do I word that? Yeah, it's a feeling that you're teaching people how to treat you based on what you allow, what you will tolerate. Something like that is what I'm getting. Yeah, and I don't know. There's something really shocking, though, coming through here in the reading for the realizations that people have come to about you. For some of you, I feel like people are so shocked and surprised to see this other side to you, where you finally put your foot down and you stand up for yourself. Be like, you know what? No, I'm a kind, loving person. I put time, energy, and effort into what I'm doing. So if things are falling apart, you better take a good, long, hard look at yourself and to see where you're lacking, where you need to, pick it up a little bit, because this is definitely not to fall on you. Very clear message. So those are the messages for group number 2. I hope you enjoyed that section of the reading. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. And I'm going to go on to group number 3. Okay, group number 3, welcome to the reading. Let's get into this. What are people realizing about you? Group number 3, let's see what we get. What are people realizing about you? Group number 3. Okay. Group number 3. What are people realizing about you? Okay. Let's see here. What are people realizing about you? Group number 3. Okay. People are realizing that there's someone or something that has power and control over you. And I feel that whatever this control is, I feel that it's causing you a lot of sadness, or that it's keeping you from something that your heart wants. And there's a lot of sadness here. For some of you, people are realizing that there's been a noticeable change within something that you feel normally there would be structure and stability to it. But I feel like there's been some type of change that's happened within your world that you are resistant to, because whatever this is linked and connected to, it's so important to you. So you don't want to let it go, you don't want to release it. But yet I feel there's some other energy here where there's power and control over what's important to you. And again, I feel like there's a lot of sadness coming through in the reading. Yeah, like for some of you, I feel like people are realizing that your heart's been broken, or that like you're trying to heal your broken heart or deal with a very like heartbreaking situation. But again, something to where you feel like you don't have any control to change the circumstances though. And again, this is linked and connected to something that's really important to you. What are people realizing about you? Group number 3. What are people realizing about you? Group number 3. Yeah, oh my gosh. Group number 3. Yeah, people are realizing that, okay, I'm not sure for some of you, if you were really close to achieving something that's really important to you, but if you feel like you're held back from that now, or I feel like people are realizing that either you feel a bridge has been burned to someone you really care about, or to some situation, or that there's like people are realizing that there's a difficulty in you connecting to someone or something that's really important to you. And there's something here to where I feel that, I don't know, like that there is victory or success available in whatever this is, or that that's what you thought, but now you're being like held back from what you want. Yeah, people are realizing, yeah, I don't know, like that something didn't play out the way that you were hoping it was going to. Yeah, it's a feeling like, I feel like someone felt like they were so close to achieving success with someone or something, that you were so close. Are you sneezing? Come here. My cute little dog sneezing her little face off there in the background. Okay, let's see what else we get here. Yeah, I don't even know what I was saying because she's cute as a little button and I got distracted. Okay, let's pull some more cards. Let's see here. Sadie, I'm trying to do a reading, sweetie. Okay, you come over here. Come over here. Okay, I don't want you jumping. Let's see here. Okay, so group number 3. What are people realizing about you? Let's see what we get here. Yeah, people are realizing that you're really struggling to make something come about that's really important to you. Like, people are realizing that you feel like a failure within something, But the weird thing is, though, I feel like this is more so linked and connected to whatever this control is, though. Like, I feel like you're prevented from going after what it is that you want. And again, like, it's really important to you. For some of you, people are realizing that yeah, you're dealing with a really difficult emotional, like, situation. I feel like you're trying to make decisions to where no one gets hurt within the process. But yet there's something about this energy, though, that, like, you're hurt, though. Like, you're feeling really sad. For some of you, I feel like you're going about things in a way that makes another person happy, but you're not happy with the outcome. Like, you're sad with whatever's going on. Like, things are not playing out the way that you want it to be. Let's see what else we get here. What are people? Yeah, people are realizing that you feel really alone within your world and whatever's going on. Like, people realize that, yeah, you're not able to connect to who or what it is that's important to you. What are people realizing about you? Something is nowhere close to being fair in your world. Like, people are realizing that, yeah, you're not being treated fairly, or that you're bending over backwards to make someone else happy, but, like, forgetting about yourself within the process. There's a feeling here of someone putting in so much time, energy, and effort into something, but it seems to be that it's for another person. Like, I feel like people are realizing that the way in which you're going about things doesn't really make you happy. But again, I feel like this is stemming from there being some type of control over you, though. Like, someone has power, control, or authority over you, and they have the final say in what happens. And I feel like whatever that is, you're not happy with it. Come here. Sadie, over here. Come here. Come on. Okay, you can just snuggle right there. Okay. Do you want to look up here so people can see your cute face? There you go. You're the highlight of the entire video. Okay, you're so precious. I love you. I love you so much. Okay, let's see here. I don't want you jumping. Okay, I want you to stay up here. I'm almost done the video. I'm almost done. Okay, let's see here. Group number 3. What are people realizing about you? Let's see what we get. I'm going to pull another card. What are people realizing about you? Something may have come about in an unexpected way. I'm not sure if you felt like you were more prepared and ready for something than what you ended up being within the situation, and if other people can realize that or pick up on it. What are people realizing about you? Yeah, some people may be feeling like you didn't really realize what you were going to be getting yourself into. And I feel like something has become more challenging than what you thought it was going to be. And again, there's a heartbreaking energy here, again, of someone feeling like a failure. Like, people are realizing that you keep trying for something, but that you're not getting your desired result or outcome with it. But it's not for a lack of trying. Like, you're putting the effort in, like, you're trying to make something happen, but you can't get the end result that you want. What are people realizing about you? People are realizing that something's really troubling you mentally. And that there's difficulty in you getting something off the ground or getting involved in the beginning stages of something. Again, there's something about this other controlling energy, though, feels to be the most significant dominant energy within the spread. Like, it's a feeling like no matter what cards I'm pulling, it's a feeling like, okay, yeah, maybe that's happening, or this would be nice if this happened, blah, 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 but it doesn't matter because someone else has the final say. Something like that is what I'm getting. I'm going to pull some more cards. What are people realizing about you? Yeah, I feel like people are realizing that you don't know how to change your circumstances. For some of you, I don't know if you're wrapped up within some situation that you have to pretend that you're happy with whatever's going on, but you're not. Like, something's really bothering you. I feel like you keep replaying something over and over again in your mind. But I feel that you're viewing it from a very narrow perspective, and that's just causing you more pain. Let me see what else we get here. Yeah, for some of you, I feel like you're torn in two different directions. But again, there's still this message to where I feel like even if you knew deep down inside what you want, I think there's some other significant energy that throws a wrench in the plan to where it seems like it falls on another person, like someone else gets to make the final say. What are people realizing about you? People are realizing that whatever it is that's important to you or what you're wanting to go towards, there may be something about it that there's a certain level of risk, or that you may not be 100% sure what you're getting yourself into. So it feels like there's a certain level of hesitation. I don't know. There's something coming through with this card. It makes me feel that someone's being presented with something that seems absolutely amazing, but there may be something negative linked and connected to it. So I don't know exactly what that is. Another way of explaining this would be where yeah, let's say someone approaches you and they're like, here, this is what you've always wanted, right? Like, just something that's so important to you, something that you've wanted more than you've ever wanted anything. And someone's like, here you go. It's all yours. Take it. It's 100% yours. All I'm going to need in return for this is your soul. So here you go. Hope you enjoy it, but payment for this, I'm going to need your soul. It's that type of energy. So I don't know what's going on here, but it's a feeling that, yeah, I don't know if people realize if you're being tempted by something, but it's a feeling. I feel like someone is presenting someone to someone to be like, oh, this is everything you've ever wanted, but it comes at a cost. Something like that. I'm going to pull one more card for this section. Let's see what else we get. What are people realizing about you? Group number 3. Okay. This is good and kind of sad at the same time. Because again, it still takes me back to the other message where I feel like someone has power and control over you, so you don't really have the final say. And then actually you can take it back to this card as well. People are realizing that you really are doing the best that you can with what your circumstances are. Like, that's what I'm getting to these cards. Like, this is telling me that, yeah, someone's trying to do something. They keep failing. They're getting frustrated because they keep trying. Again, there's no lack of effort here. This isn't where someone can whine and complain, oh, why am I such a failure? But meanwhile, never do anything to try to improve the situation or to try to create a different outcome. Like, people are realizing you're not just whining, complaining, and not doing anything. Like, there's a feeling here, like I said, a failure, things not playing out to your liking, but you've been putting effort in. Like, you're trying to make something happen, and that you have been going about it in the best way that you possibly can for what you're dealing with, which does seem like a very difficult, tricky situation to deal with. People, oh my God. Okay, look, I know this is easier said than done, especially if someone or something has power and control over you. You can't be like, well, look, some random lady on YouTube thinks that I shouldn't have to tolerate this. Like, there's times where, it's easier said than done to change the circumstances, but how this is coming through energetically, I feel like it's gone too far to an extreme to where I kind of feel like you can put your foot down. Again, you have to trust your intuition on this and do what resonates for you. But something about this energy feels really unfair. And even if this can be justified on some level, right? If there's evidence to be like, well, no, this happened, so now this is the situation or outcome, and it is what it is, then that's fine. I'm not saying that there can't be any truth to it whatsoever, but it is coming through in a way to where I feel like it is getting out of hand. Because this controlling energy, why I'm having such an issue with it, is coming through in a way to where this control most likely is linked and connected to someone who should never be in a position of power because they don't have the maturity to handle it. This is coming through in a way that I feel for some of you, people are realizing that, again, this power and control, right, that's linked and connected to you, it's someone that I think could maybe be quite immature. They go about things in a way to where they're selfish. That's what it is. There's a selfish energy here. So again, for some of you, I feel like you're linked and connected to someone that operates from a very selfish place and you're negatively affected by it. So do whatever you can to balance that energy out. Again, I know it's easier said than done, but let's throw this card back into the mix. These cards are telling me that it is unfair. This isn't presented in a way to where, oh, we need to look at it from a different angle. No, we don't. Whoever's trying to control you needs to look at it from a different angle because this isn't fair. Especially not to the extent that it's coming through. Again, you know your situation better than anybody else, but it is coming through in a way that do whatever you can, like wherever you do have control within any situation, do whatever you can to create as much balance within that so that there is more balance as a whole, right, within your life and whatever it is you have going on. Because I feel like you're really struggling with something, group number 3, that I don't feel is fair. You know, I feel like something's going on here that like you should be able to go after like what's really important to you and not feel like you have someone that's controlling like how your life's playing out. Something like that is what I'm getting. So those are the messages coming through for group number 3. I hope you enjoyed that section of the reading. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. And that's it. I'm going to go away now.